Okay, this is the second video on HeinOnline, and as I said in the first video, this one is really going to focus on printing and downloading in HeinOnline. And here we have the article that we retrieved in the first video, Beyond Cyber Squatting, and you may remember in the previous video that I mentioned that you don't even have to read the article online. You can click the PDF download link and be taken directly to a page that lets you download, wait for it, a PDF of the document. However, if you are reading the document online, there is also an Adobe Acrobat icon here, and the bubble help says print download options. If you click this link, you're taken to the exact same page that you would have been taken to if you clicked the link on the previous screen. It's this one, and you have, you know, this brown green box, whatever you want to call it, and you have the choice of text or PDF. You also have the option of dumping the articles into Dropbox if you want to log into your Dropbox account and send them directly there, so you can share them or whatever. I'm not going to do that in this video, but I'm going to focus on printing and downloading, okay? And I'm going to download a PDF because the PDF happens to be an indexed document, so you can copy and paste from it. You can search within it. I like PDFs. I think it makes the most sense. So I actually happen to have the PDF here, okay? And let me go back to the top here. You can see it's got a cover page, okay? And then here is the full text of the article as it is printed, which is very, very useful if you want to do a pinpoint citation. If you want to copy and paste, right, you can just copy and then, for example, dump the text into Word, and there you go. So I said indexed. You can copy and paste, and also while you're in it, you can do Control F and search within the document. Okay, so PDF I think is the way to go. So video done, right? We're done. We're done. No, we're not. One other thing to mention. Journal articles are nice clean chunks, okay, but some of the chunks are a little sloppier. And what I mean by that is things like the Code of Federal Regulations. I think the same thing happens with the US Code is, you know, when one part is done being printed, they print the next part on the same page, so there's overlap. So part one and part of part one and part of part two can be on the same page. That's just the way that those laws and regs are published. So let me show you how that really works, because it does affect your print page. Here I am on part 270, which is 40 CFR 270 of the environmental regs. Okay, and if I click on the print button, I get 1, 2, 3. I get 3 boxes. Wait a minute. Yeah, you were right. The first time you got that 1 box. Okay, with the articles you got 1 box, but now with the CFR, for example, you get 3 boxes. What's up with that? Well, here's the deal. This one, the first box is generally going to be the reg that you're interested in, the one that you wanted to get. The second box is generally one that says, look, you know, this isn't the same reg, but it's got part of the one you're interested in on it because of the overlap, and we're providing it for you just in case. Generally, you can ignore this, but you know, it's there. The third one is generally something along the lines of, here's the entire volume in which the reg that you're interested in is contained. So for example, this third part here is 40 CFR 266 to 299, the actual print volume. Okay, right, you got that? There's going to be a quiz on this, so hopefully you got that right. Okay, here, let me just show you how that plays out. Let's say I click the print download button for the first box. Well, here is, you know, part 270. There's the cover page, and then here's part 270 in its entirety. Right? That's what you want. So just run with that. You're good. However, if you pick the second one because you weren't quite sure and you said, I'm going to download everything because I don't know which one's which, what happens for this one is you get part 268. Let me go back to the beginning. Otherwise, you're like, huh? Let me go back to the beginning here. Gave you vertigo. Sorry about that. Here's the cover page. Here's part 268. And then, here we go back. You go back to the last page. There's a little bit of part 270 included in the print volume for part 268. There's a little bit of overlap. So that's really what that is. So you don't need that second one, but if you see it and you wonder why it's there, it's just because there's overlap between a previous reg or US Code section and the one you're interested in. And just so you know, by the way, this little bit here is the last part of Part 268, and that's all it took to have all this other stuff extra there. Just this one little Federal Register citation, that's the last little bit of 268. The header for the volume page is Part 270, but this is like the little outpost or embassy of Part 268 plunked down in hostile enemy territory of Part 270, and that's why we got the overlap. So hopefully I haven't made it worse for you to try to understand or demystify why you get three print boxes here. You'll see this, like I said, for things like regs and laws, and don't panic. It's usually the first one on the list is the one you really want to download from. If you have any questions, if you're not quite sure what the heck I was talking about, feel free to email or call the Jenkins Reference Desk, and they will set you straight.